with you the whole of 2026 again as we go again and we get to explore more in the entertainment space. Today, we are going to actually be reviewing what has happened in the entertainment space the whole year. How has it been for us? After King Promise picked up Artist of the Year, Blacko dropped an album, Jackie dropped an album, Sinaso dropped an album, Wendy Shea dropped an album, Ekow Smoke dropped an album, Stonebwoy dropped an EP. December is here. Everybody organizing their concerts from Sarkodie to Stonebwoy, Shatawale having his own concert, Medical having his. A lot has happened in the entertainment space. We go to the theater side, a lot has happened. We go to the movie side as well. We drop the Fisherman. A lot has happened in the entertainment space. So today, we are going to unpack and run you through what has happened in the entertainment space throughout the year and the prospects for next year. And then I'll be having a conversation with UK global DJ Fifi right here on the chat. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we have more for you right here on the chat. Don't go anywhere. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Unbelievable. Said you have a city and the Amama Kai or baby and a home. Wow! Hello, Miss World.
Hello, Ajimara.
Now I hear now what to say.
Me who yo, madam for be ho our class. Many the year mother so.
Me nyana nka me wogana. Nanso me talk me no wiasia na mabe pie electronic shop bi a kire say. Said you have a city no. Na ohunfo nyini ene shawo mani so say me ba better gold, diamond, jewels, nickels, pearls, blankets, everything. I'm a
Ajimara of international waters. Hey,
wow.
Obwa oni abochire bia
obwa wani breno
yenkwana no kotro
eti abrocha na ni
sister Electroland Ghana Limited showroom for Krani Kasi Kumase omo woni mapa say Samsung TCL Media and Nasco product ahano munya abochire omo om bia bi say Kaswa Ashaman Makasim Tamale Sprinters Coca-Cola
Ajimara eti mi na nka ba chire adwuma kutu di aso me say ba
me private jet no kwa e be see me na me ba let's bygone be bygone hey eniema mo pese mo yi no wa bia munyi
yo yebeyi
Electroland Ghana, home of electronics and affordable luxury.
Fresh year, fresh fire. Catch 3 hot new shows every weeknight on Aquaba Magic this January. La Manor premieres on 5th January 2026 and shows every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Market Queens Season 2 is back from 6th January 2026 and every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Bloodline premieres on 8th January and shows Wednesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. 3 shows, pure magic. Aquaba Magic, Ghana's most loved storyteller.
Behind every closed door, a secret is waiting to explode.
Always been regarded as a useful and a sound party person. So I gather there's a fair chance of me making the office, provided we don't get into trouble. So don't start any trouble with the police.
A Detective Calls, an intriguing stage play brought to life on television, where every clue matters and every character is a potential suspect.
About 2 hours ago, a young woman died at the police hospital.
This will take only the service of a fierce and yielding and sharp as steel detective to uncover the truth behind this web of lies and betrayal.
And so, you used the power you had as the daughter of a good customer and also that of a powerful, politically connected man in the town to punish the girl. Why didn't you come to me when you realized you were in such a mess?
Because you are not the kind of father a chap could come to when you're in trouble, that's why.
Grow from Image Bureau Productions. A Detective Calls, showing daily at 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. It's been an amazing year on the Upside Down Show. As we draw the curtain on the year, Frima Edunyame is joined by the Channel 1 TV choir for a special moment of celebration, reflection, and praise. Together, they look back on the journey, what it took to deliver excellence through rehearsals, the growth and the progress of the choir, and share their hopes for an even greater year ahead.
It's a time of the year where we are all very, very excited. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is the Upside Down Show right here on Channel 1 TV. Eddie did amazing with all of us. She has been our choir madam. Eddie, how has it been dealing with all these people?
I had to push to get what I wanted.
Now, Ms. Jen, in wrapping up, this is the choir, but it's also staff members, The year 2025 has come to an end. 2026, what should our viewers look out for?
2026, we are going to be bigger, better, greater, and we will give the audience what they need.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. And then we'll just say, sorry for left.
Thank you very much.
And of course, they don't leave without a powerful performance to crown it all. So, make a date with us this Sunday on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV. Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
10 years of unforgettable memories, breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up from the 1st to the 8th of March 2026. Get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you're actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Abstain. Why abstain? I have been seeing through your shenanigans all night. I thought I told you that I didn't want to see that girl in this house again.
A mixed bag of emotions and incidents, Ghanaian family and intergenerational drama. Some not so good.
That boy, that womanizer.
You are old enough. I would like you to man up.
In other cases, not so bad.
So does he see in her that he's not seeing in me? Look at me.
Eugene and Anekia made a choice.
You won't believe what Pam and Anekia have done to me.
Watch out for So So, a brand new series from GH Media Productions. So So, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
10 years of unforgettable memories, breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up from the 1st to the 8th of March 2026. Get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks, and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited, and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
It's been an amazing year on the Upside Down Show. As we draw the curtain on the year, Frima Edunyame is joined by the Channel 1 TV choir for a special moment of celebration, reflection, and praise. Together, they look back on the journey, what it took to deliver excellence through rehearsals, the growth and the progress of the choir, and share their hopes for an even greater year ahead.
It's a time of the year where we are all very, very excited. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is the Upside Down Show right here on Channel 1 TV. Eddie did amazing with all of us. She has been our choir madam. Eddie, how has it been dealing with all these people?
I had to push to get what I wanted.
Now, Ms. Jen, in wrapping up, this is the choir, but it's also staff members, The year 2025 has come to an end. 2026, what should our viewers look out for?
2026, we are going to be bigger, better, greater, and we will give the audience what they need.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. And then we'll just say, sorry for left.
Thank you very much.
And of course, they don't leave without a powerful performance to crown it all. So, make a date with us this Sunday on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV. Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for OG. Yeah. Corner. Accra, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of GDMC. Welcome to Beam Festival. Thank you so much for pulling out for Stoneboy. We celebrating 10 years of Beam Festival. 10 years of dominance. We have this game on hold like tenure. Y'all ready? It's 10 times if you better tonight. Hold on. You're listening, but you're not hearing me. I said 10. thing. Positivity, yeah, my heart is clean. Me never jealous another man thing. See them all scream, how me do me thing. Positivity and my heart is clean. Me never jealous another man thing. See me a pray for me enemies, so them want my fail. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. See me a pray for me enemies, so them want my failure. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. So me say peace be unto my head. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer. So me say peace be unto my head. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them a prayer.
No slumber. We don't know what is it there.
From John, I need nothing more.
You ever ask me how me do me thing? Positivity and my heart is clean. The more them no want to see me right. A black man and black Jesus. Me never come left from the top. Them son will never talk about the gunner. I would have the place could I never be. And then you with them and go set a shop. Son what say I just and they go set a shop. They never would have seen the clown. Foundation set up on the mountain. I like a buffalo so. I'm taking a low. But I take no fear and answer and maybe the night. To see your brother down or the hill and the pole. When a further heat we go see. Pray for me enemy. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them. The more them no want to see me rise, I still send them. The more them no want to see it till you make it. I rather tell you to practice and perfect. And every little thing you got to be perfect. Appreciate and defend it, y'all. Some of we no born with no silver, but we got money in our business side. We come at the mirror. Them are the liar, them are liar, them. Oh no, them are the liar, liar, them are liar. Keeper. The governor, no matter what you can never. I'm a kid that laugh on it. Never in the morning. Never. Me just live up my life and I make my money. Me no worry about. Me just live up my life and I. Me no worry about. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do. Everybody knows, eh? Get it. Celebrate, I be around, I be the one complete, I do the ones I pay, I be shit like Coco, nothing a man can say. Want to pop campaign, turn around, say do no. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do. like a fool because I don't do. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do. Big nation. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. Fire, fire. What? Tell me where we gone. Tell me where we gonna run for. You know this, hey, everybody. Hey, hi. Simple life. It's all we want to live. Give me the food and give me the clothes and give me the love and give me. All right, again. Simple life. Oh, it's all we want to live. Give me the food and give me the. Take it down. Oh, don't you hear me, please? This is one you sang me, I sing from the. Don't in me heart and me, I feel like whatever thing I go on where the people can't sleep. You are the one to make life easy, same you are make it harder. After everybody mash up on the wrist, the way the sky can't tell me that no. After making our, I want to hear the stadium sing this one, please. Tell me where we gonna run for. The loud voices of the stadium, can I hear you say? Answer me now, Mr. Big Man. You know this, everybody. Simple life, say. Simple life. It's all we want to live. Give me the food and give me the clothes and one more time. Simple life again. Simple life.
Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with the double N. You can join the conversation at WhatsApp number 0207440033. I'll be glad to hear a message from you. Today, we are looking at our entertainment space, a general overview of our entertainment space. How has 2025 been for us as people in the entertainment space when it comes to music and especially dance? Because I think for some time now, we've seen that progress, we've seen that growth, and we've seen our people move out of the jurisdiction to go explore other things. And I have two very awesome, brilliant minds here who would help make this conversation a very interesting one. I have Robert Clough, who is the head public events and communications at Charterhouse. How you doing, Robert?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. You know, Robert is my main man. This concert, you were there.
Which concert?
The Beam concert, the Beam Festival.
Yes.
You were there. How was it?
Oh, it was a good show. It was a good show. Yeah.
What's this whole thing about? You did actually sell out the stadium and all of that? Where do you stand on all of that?
Well, that will be with the team organizing. They would know. But okay. What I can tell you is the fact that I saw the place, filled.
Was fully packed.
Yeah, but whether or not it was sold, like the details of that conversation can only be, confirmed by the people who organized it.
All right. We'll actually talk about events. I mean, for the past years, how has have we grown in the event space, especially with event organization, with the execution, what you've seen as somebody in the space as well. So we'll be getting straight into that. And then I have Miss Eugenia, who is the managing director of Droops Music Universal and also founder and principal consultant for Essence of the Moment. How you doing?
I'm good, Ekow. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very fine. How's 2025 been for you?
Well, it's been progressive. It's had its learning curves. And we're looking forward to what the next year will bring, as well as the type of aggression we also attack it with. So
the type of aggression you attack it with?
Yes.
Wow.
It's very important.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
I love the sound of that. Yeah. But let me start this off with Robert here. It's very interesting, right, that we are here to talk about our entertainment space, because it's always good to see what we've done and how we can better it in the year ahead of us, right? So we started off from the music side of things, right? People have dropped albums, people have dropped singles, people have dropped all of that. Now, as somebody who has heard some of the productions that we've had in the year 2025, comparing it to 2024 and probably 2023, what will be your general assessment of it, especially when it comes to the music you've listened to?
Well, I think this year, if there's anything to go by, we can clearly tell that the amount of music consumed in the country this year were mainly made in Ghana.
Mainly made in Ghana.
Yeah, as compared to maybe 2 years, 3 years back. If you backtrack and you listen, you realize that there was a heavy infiltration of foreign songs within the space. Right now, the narrative has changed. I think the love for the music of Ghanaians has increased generally, and we seem to be in love with our artists, and our artists are just driving out, back-to-back hits, and they're releasing, and there is enough to play. As a matter of fact, where I sit, because of the Ghana Music Awards, I have noticed that the number of albums released in a year, we don't really get to listen to all the songs on the airwaves. Yeah, so you release an album and maybe you have a 16 track or 18 or 12 tracks, and you probably hear only 2 or 3 songs of that particular album be played the most. So the guys have been doing a lot of work, and unfortunately we don't really get to hear most of the songs that they release within the airspace, and that's one of the areas I would wish that producers or those who set the programming for the various radio stations can actually focus on, so that they can bring out some of the songs within a space, or maybe the folks, the DJs would pay a critical attention to some of these areas, because there are great songs that they do that really never gets a lot of public airplay. So we need to look at that. So it's essentially, if you look at the music sector with respect to the number of songs we are consuming now, the fact that it's most of them mainly Ghanaian, simply says that the space is vibrant and it's very beneficial to the Ghanaian folks within the space, and that's progressive.
Wow, yeah, that's good. Now, I mean, Mr. Junior, as somebody who is also in the music space, I don't know how you felt when which I believe will be a positive feeling, but I just wanted to speak to that. How you felt when you saw Spotify drop the top 10, Apple drop the top 10, and it was all actually a top 20, top 30, top 50. I think if I'll stretch it, like top 50, and it had Ghanaian songs on there. As somebody who is also in the business, how's it feeling for you?
Great, most especially because we see how much our people over here have been pushing. Rightly, as Mr. Class said, there are times whereby we had foreign music influencing the industry and the sector a lot, but we've grown to the extent that we've had our own people also dominating other sections, especially when you look at Black Sherifs like this. It did amazing, and for the second time it's topped the charts, because with the release of the charts, he plays first still, which means that most of the influence wasn't just even coming from our section or our country, but with the outside influence as well. So it really is great to know that we are doing amazing in terms of progression.
All right. Now, what do you guys make of, especially about people like artists dropping albums and instantly focusing on having a Europe tour, on America tour? Because this year it was one of the conversations that was had a lot. Like, oh, you've not conquered home yet, and you're already thinking about a Europe tour and an American tour. What will be your take on it? Should artists focus first in home before they think of taking their albums outside?
Okay, so I think that it's a matter of strategy, and I would answer this in 2 ways. The first part has to do with the fact that we haven't developed the tour lines in Accra or in Ghana, so to say, and then by extension to Africa, or it is not too clear for the most part, and so people have not or don't really think about consistent touring of the Ghanaian space, and so people wait for gigs in different parts of the country,
which will take them there,
and then they get to go and do that. However, when they release albums, for the most part, you don't see the action in terms of they saying, okay, so I've released this album, is out. The first thing I'm going to do is this particular week I'm in Kumasi. From there I'm going to Takoradi. I'm doing a concert there. From Takoradi I'm going to maybe Bono. From Bono I'm going to Tamale. From Tamale, no, they don't do stuff like that. And I think I've spoken about this a couple of times on air, that that's one of the key areas we need to start focusing on, because you have 34 million people in this country, and you need to be able to focus on the specific hotspots and take your music to these folks. When you release the music, yes, they will hear it, but you need to begin to engineer listening session, live performance sessions, and that would quickly jump or push your talkability up. So imagine you release a song, you release an album, and then you plan on going to Tamale. The fact that you're going to Tamale simply means you start with your pre-work, where you're engaging various radio stations, you're engaging the promoters, whoever, DJs, etc. Conversations will begin that this particular event is about to happen. Your music will get good airplay. You're going to be on, like in terms of top of mind awareness, is going to be established, and then you get there and you perform. When you finish, there will be at least 1 week extra conversation. So that whole experience, you're selling your brand. If you have merch, you have opportunity to sell it. The numbers in terms of your stream is going to go up. Airplay is also going to go up. You leave the place, you've impacted the place, you've sold yourself to them, and then you go to another place. So if artists were really embarking on that kind of level of tour, there's not going to be any free time really. So you do this, and then you do that internationally as well. And then you're making impacts locally, you're making impacts internationally. Now, the fact that a lot of people did that internationally simply means that Ghanaian music has been exported to a certain extent. And so if that is what we are doing with respect to exports, what does it really mean in terms of our economic value when we talk about artists and their contribution to GDP and all of that? So maybe those are gray areas that probably need to be looked into when we are talking about the contribution of the people within the entertainment space to GDP, so to say, from the perspective of exports. And really, does it even have an impact on our city? I don't know. Forex, those are some of the things we also need to be able to discuss. But yes, have your strategy, do your tour internationally, but more importantly, let's also find a way to do our tour locally. And maybe industry folks within the space, promoters, whoever, I think need to start thinking about how to establish that kind of routes, so it's easier for the artists and their team to be able to navigate a clear path of tour. Because touring is one of the main arms of revenue generation. There are three main. We have the record, we have the record, then we have live music, which the touring falls under, performances, and then we have the publishing. So these are like three main legs when it comes to music and the revenue generation.
But have we expanded logistics enough when it comes to this as well? Because let's look at still on touring, but then let's dovetail it with organizing events outside of Accra and the challenges it comes with, right? Now, look at the case in point of Sarkodie going to Kumasi. Look at the challenges it came with. So, as an industry, what should be our focus when it comes to taking some of these events outside of Accra?
Yeah, so the will makes the way, really. For as long as it's a zero area of activity, you are not going to overcome and perfect it. A while back, events in Accra were not at this level. I mean, we've grown in terms of events and logistics and all the elements in the space. 2 days ago, we were just discussing some of the early screens that we were using for events, and then the sizes and how two people needed to hold, like if they wanted to carry it and set it up, the amount of work they had to do and all of that. Today, what the kind of screens you're using different, and it feels lighter and all of that, and how we've grown. And even the fact that when Grand Arena was introduced, the kind of what it allows with respect to the setup and creative display of the equipment to be able to do the various events that we are doing right now, and other places that are available that allows for because it's when you're focusing on just National Theatre, the structure is there. You have to work within the space.
What is there
exactly? But right now you have an opportunity with a huge space, and then you can be creative. You can be creative with how you want to which is set up. All of these things have contributed to what we are doing right now. So yes, if we begin by going through these various areas, we will certainly work out, we'll have something that makes sense in terms of, overcoming certain hurdles. I mean, over and over again, you perfect your ways, essentially. So yes, you have to try. That's why, for the most part, when there was a conversation about amphitheaters within the various spaces, it meant a lot to the people within the creative space, because we felt some of these things, like the touring we're talking about, these are spots you are going to go to and then use it to be able to do your stuff. Or even the refurbishment of the Center for National Culture, is what it's called? Yeah, the culture centers. If they are refurbished and all of that, these are hot spots that can be used across the country, to be able to do some of these things. Or even the Jubilee Parks. Yeah, because, a lot of shows have been done in these places. So these things are, and some of the enablers that we need to be able to activate the music tour within the country. And yes, obviously we need more logistics in a place. There are things we can do for ourselves, but there are things we also need the government to do for us.
All right.
So it's that two-pronged approach.
Sure. We'll come back to what the government can do for us when it comes to like some of these things. But Ms. Ujia, your take on that as well?
Yes. So I'm also going to take it from this part. He's very right with what he's saying. I would say it also boils down to the machinery in terms of the team's understanding of the type of sound or creative talent you have in question when it comes to the music person, to know which areas to activate the music to, whether locally or internationally. Now, let's take the local, for example. A lot of persons will think that why will I have to put in a lot? Like you're saying, we have limited logistics that are going around when it comes to the outside Accra or places like Kumasi and Takoradi, for you to be able to have an active listening session or a musical concert. And what is the streamline that will be coming from there? The reason why majority of our persons are also touring internationally is because over there, when they stream your music, the pay is much higher than when you stream from here in Africa. So that is also another key point in regards to that. So
it's about a kwacha.
To some extent, for some persons, and also the type of sound or music that you have, and also the type of vision you have as a talent, or the team has for the talent in question, if it is a global brand as they see it, or one that just wants to play within the corridors of our country.
All right. Now, let's look at the government coming in to support us as well, because this year we had the fund that would be, the government is going to the budget. We had a fund in there as well. Is that enough to start something?
Well, when you say start, yes.
But okay, so what I'm saying is to actually see works of it, because we've always heard it's in the budget, but then when it comes to, okay, so I'll give a classic example. We were supposed to have a theater in every region, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that was in the budget, so to say, but those were promises, and I think that they had announced that they were going to get it done, and so they focused on that being done. But that's a bit different from this. This is like, but the country, the presidency, together with the Ministry of Finance, make a clear decision and like, okay, so we are dedicating X amount of money at that particular high level to the creative sector, and so I think for me this is a bit higher in terms of the acceptance or the appreciation of the creative industry. In fact, there's a statement on my journal line I read not too long ago about the president's analysis, and it said that with respect to employment, the creative industry is like 5 times, has a potential of employing people 5 times more than the traditional.
Yeah, I mean the orange economy is really huge, so yeah, it gives a lot of
so for me, it's not just the fact that it's not just about the employability, it's about the person who actually said it. And then the fact that if you take a critical look at the 2026 budget, you have it's from the office of the president, so the president has instructed the finance minister. So you understand that it is seated, like the orange economy's interest is really at the heart of the president. And for me, that's one of the biggest things, because when you check on the blueprints of countries that have taken the entertainment industry or the creative and culture industry to that level, it always has the support of the #1 office in the country. Yes, so they'll be able to push it to that level. And for me, it's important, and I like the fact that that is where we are at. Yeah. So yes, so if you're asking if it's good for start, yeah, certainly it's good for start. Even what is even sweeter is the fact that it is being recognized, by the #1 office. Yeah.
All right. Now, when it comes to the digital space, right, how have we performed as well? Looking at it for the year 2025, because a lot of people were looking at the Spotify rap thing, and a lot of Ghanaians had Ghanaian acts in there. Because I'll use my circle of friends, right? And I was like, oh, okay, so you also stream music. Oh, so you also stream music. And it's growing. So when you look at it in comparison to like previously where people had to download and illegal sites and everything, what will be your assessment of that? Has 2025 given us the room to actually move in that direction, Mr. Junior?
Yes, it has. A lot of people have come into the understanding now, whereby a lot of their musics are out there, trying to get into the masses, most especially. Like I said earlier on, we are trying to go global. So the global space acceptance is majority for me what is shooting up our music radar, for the people out there. Locally, we are gradually still accepting, aside from the hotspot areas, Accra, Kumasi, some parts in the northern region. I say northern region because there's this artist, I don't know if you know Fadlan.
Yeah, Fadlan.
Yes, his push in the northern region has been tremendous, and he had a situation whereby he was on one of our channels, and in just seconds when he announced that he was live on it, and then the radio, I think it was at the Dusty show, millions started trooping in, and then he was like, that was the first time something like that has happened to him, whereby an artist has said he was live, and then people like his fans have come out to show support in that regard. So all these places have come into that understanding to be able to support, because one way or the other, that is the way you can also support an artist for what he's doing, So yeah, we've come into the understanding. Yeah, it's really shot up progressively.
It's shot up progressively, and I really like the sound of that. Now, let's go to the dance side of things. I mean, this whole dance thing has always been there. Dance, music, it has always been there. But as somebody, Robert, who has been in the heart of dancing and has been a dancer before and everything, what will be your assessment of the dance space? Because I think 2 years ago, 3 years or 4 years ago, there was this whole trend of every music must have a dance challenge to it. And it grew progressively. Now, people have taken it as their full-time jobs where they dance to songs and create challenges for it. So what will be your assessment of it when you look at it from that angle as well? Collaborating with the musicians, creating dance challenges for the music, and then now the music growing, and then the dance also growing alongside the music growing as well.
Okay, so dance is music made visible. In other words, when you dance to music, you create a choreography. You are given a physical appreciation to that which is usually being heard, because music is audio, but the visible aspect is when you're able to marry it perfectly with certain routines or moves. So for example, anytime they play una the first thing that comes into mind is aha. So that has been it's an association, it's been established. And so when that happens, your consumption of music is no more audio, it is audio visual. All right, there's a visual to it. So anybody who is able to add that visual usually has maximum benefits when it comes to the audience, as compared to those who just have the audio. You understand? So right now, when you hear the first thing is why? Because they have done the association with the physical. But if it was just the song on its own, then it's just audio. And you probably have to now think about what do I do, or how do I do it. So that's what the routine does. So the routine gives a visual face to it, and that helps for consumption. So at parties, when your DJ is looking for people to be able to step on the dance floor, and you want to select a song, that people will jump to. And there are so many songs that are nice, but if I drop Jerusalem,
everybody will get
good. If I drop Lomo Lomo, even those who cannot dance will get up and do something. If I drop, there are songs that you know for a fact that when you drop, the party is going to pop. Why? Because you're going to see people dancing. You understand? So that's what the dancers usually, that's the extra layer. It's like pizza. So you keep adding elements to it. So that's the last pizza, that's the last layer that is added to it, and then it goes out there, and then it makes the consumption sweeter and more valuable. You understand? And so that's what the dancers have been doing. So if you're asking, is it even necessary? Well, obviously from that particular point you can clearly see how necessary it is. The second part is, if you do that, I mean, we all know Excellence came in, Dance God Lloyd and team, they had routines to it, and like all the songs that we're jamming to that have got routines to it, obviously they are consumed in a way that feels way different from the other songs, so I think that has worked, and that will continue working and we need to embrace it, and we need to allow, because that's one of the layers that really will shoot it up. And for as long as we're able to sing together, it helps. You understand? Because on the dance side, dancers play with music. We wait for the musicians to do what they're supposed to do. On the musician side, or on the artist side, they work with producers. Producers give them the instrumentals. They slap their vocals and stuff on it. The dancers will also wait for all of this to put together. We slap our dance on it, and it's like everybody depending on somebody, for us to be able to let the chain working.
What do you make of the pessimists, who always look at it as, the dance is now taking the essence of production away, because it's now making people go into making music for just music for the eyes and no more the top level music? Because I mean, I don't want to mention it, but I had one of the producers here was like, the dancing is now, there's a word for it, it's I said, if you take me here, I don't know if you get it.
So then my question to the person is, do you not get that music is consumed in many ways? There are songs you want to listen to, and it's not dancing, and they will never even play these songs when you're at a dance event or any program where you're supposed to be dancing. Nobody will play it. But these songs, in the morning you wake up and you want to listen to, in your car you want to listen to it, that kind of stuff. There are songs like that. There are songs you want to listen to. There are songs you want to get advice from. There are songs you want to jam to. You understand? Some of the songs are even therapeutic. Some of the jazz songs, let's just be clear. So, different kinds of songs, each one playing different roles. All right. So if the song has got a vibe for dancing, and people are maximizing the benefit thereof, I don't think there should be an issue. It is what it's supposed to be. Problem day. But God says, when you hear that song, everybody will sing to him, and nobody is dancing, so to say. It's a song we sing along because of the words and whatsoever it comes with. But then again, there are other songs. As soon as it starts playing,
we don't care about the words.
No, even if you care about the words, you want to do extra. You understand? You are singing and still doing stuff because that's how it's being consumed. So we can't say that everybody should consume music in one particular way when there are multiple ways of consuming music, and we need to be able to appreciate all of these things because they're all part of the industry, and that's how the industry remains non-monotonous, so to say.
All right. And it's gone ahead to influence quite a number of it, because even with the digital aspect, there are places whereby the sing-along, as we are saying, might not be able to penetrate through, but through some of these TikTok challenges, and then someone sees your music, dance along to it, and then now goes to stream it, and then starts following you. So it has its own influence that it plays on that part.
Now, did 2025 really cement our home for authenticity when it comes to Ghanaian music? Would you say 2025 gave us that, like that feel that, hey, Charlie, our people have now gotten the point where they are now producing authentic music that appeals to the Ghanaian?
If you ask it that way, I would say Ghana has majorly, been producing authentic music, and I'll take it all the way back to the 1990s to 2000s. Anytime you hear a Terry Bonchaka song, this is Terry Bonchaka. if you're to hear Daddy Lumba song, you know that this is Daddy Lumba. Like you can hear the various distinctiveness in each and everybody's, you know, sound. I think along the line, it got to a time whereby we were hopping on new things because you are going to have to induce and see what you're also going to make out in terms of us, the talent. Many a times, you know, we had the issues. Now we are talking about in between the last 5 to 10 years, whereby we were influenced heavily also by the foreign music and trying to embrace that, and the fact that we're trying to always do, hey, are you not doing high life? If you're not doing high life, you're not embracing Ghanaian music. So a lot of people were too scared to be able to stand out on their own with their authenticity, you know. But it's the narrative is changing now, especially outside the conversation of Afrobeats with the S, you know, and all that. We've really had a lot of people who are new crop of artists who know how to championing their authenticity. You talk about my own artist, Drips Music, who is standing strong within his dancehall Afrofusion bits. You have the likes of RC, who is also championing the high life aspect of things. Ravens, you know, there are a lot of new people also in the space that are doing amazing with the authenticity in terms of the sound. So yes, we are doing great.
Robert, anything you want to add to that?
Well, there's authenticity, but then again, there's also people being creative. And so when you want to be a bit explorative, or you want to explore, and you want to, like people will say, I'm an artist, and so don't keep me in a particular box, so to say. Yeah, so they would want to play with, you know, different things within the space. So yes, every now and then you want to borrow something, you want to have the fusion going on, and that helps you to create different sounds, or it helps you to express yourself in an artistic way and stuff like that. So yes, I think I would want to talk about being authentic from the perspective of being true to self. You understand? So
True to Self, that's an album name, right?
Yeah, by Kim Promise.
Yeah.
So I would want to talk about it by being true to self. That, you know, if you're true to who you are and the kind of music you want to represent, ultimately that should be able to earn you some listening ear, because it comes through your artistic expression and people connect with you at that particular level. So that's where I would want to pitch it at. And then I would say that a lot of people are in that particular space, because you talk to every artist and they'll tell you how they have found themselves. At the beginning, yes, you start off by playing around, but eventually everything settles, and when the water settles, you seem to find yourself, and when you find yourself, you're able to, you know, glide.
All right. Now, before we go, I want us to look at the new crop of artists for the year 2025, especially from the unsung side of things. You know, is it the guy that won? Was his? Oh man, let it come.
What is it? Medical?
No. The guy that won this year's unsung artist of the year. No, it's not Kweku.
Talking about Yao Darling?
Yao Darlington. Yes, no, Yao Darlington.
Yao
Darling, sorry.
Kweku Darlington.
Kweku Darlington, When I said Kweku, that was one. Yeah, Yao Darling.
Yes.
Now look at Yao Darling, look at R the J, look at Droops, look at S the Legend, you know. These are people who picked up in 2025. And what would be your assessment of them? Like, looking at all this crop of artists, does it give us that strong belief that, hey, you know, like when the old guys who are refusing to go, when they are not there, we have like strong potentials to actually drive the music industry? Mr. Junior.
We do. And this is still going to go back to your earlier question in terms of authenticity, and then, as Mr. Clark said, the creative artistry of each and every one of these persons. For me, one of the issues that I had was the fact that speaking to most of these artists, you realize that they were heavily influenced by the business side of the industry, which is we need to hop on and do genres that are popping now, or so to say, which people are going to jump on easily. So if it is to the dance aspect of it, we need to create music that are danceable to allow people to be able to get to discover us. But mine has always been the let the business rather dance around the talent, because that way they are able to flow and that way business can also be able to have its line of flow, and else the business is not doing its job. So if you have the right persons or team around you that understand your creative flow and then are able to move with you, that is how come you are able to have these people be consistent with how they deliver and even the type of sound that they bring out artistically. So we can confidently say that with the new ones that we have coming out, like you've mentioned some names, the future is bright.
Yeah, Kojo Black, Ghana Boy, all of them.
Yeah.
All right, Robert.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just want to say that you know, when your earlier submission, as if something you said about the older folks who don't want to leave, or I'm not too sure what you
No. I mean, because it's like, I mean, not to say they should leave, but you know, they are still in there, and also like
yes, and rightly so, they have to be in there.
Yeah,
that's their job.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, somebody that moves into a career to be a doctor, and then we expect that after 10 years they should quit and go and do what?
They should tone it down, so that
tone it down so that other people come. So
the young ones.
Yeah. So what do they do?
They'll still be doing it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think that people need to stop that kind of
pushing them out,
like they should do that. That's their job. You know, they should stop and do what? You understand? You have a following, people who love listening to your music. The older they grow, the conversations in their music also changes, and we need music for all ages and for all seasons, and these guys are in a better position to be able to do that. So we shouldn't say somebody's old, so they should stop and do what? The teacher has been teaching since the, you know, like, do you understand? Like, take any of the jobs that exist. Lawyers are still lawyers. 60 years, they are still lawyers. Like, can we allow people to just live their lives? That's the path they have chosen. You understand? So that's one. The second part has to do with those who are upcoming, love them. And these guys are like breathing in lovely sound. It's like they've learned from the seniors, picking fresh creative stuff from around their own generation, and then they are infusing all of these elements into the music. If you listen to Ara the J sound, if you listen to Black Sharif, if you listen to like RC. The guys who are come RC, everything that they are coming up with, it's nice, you know. And what's the name? Kojo Black. All of these guys, like literally, when you listen to the songs that are coming out, you'd love them, and they understand that they need to work on their stagecraft. So if you watch the likes of Lali and Lola, what they do on stage, it's always, you know, pleasing to the eyes, eye candy, solid, that kind of stuff. So it's the guys are learning and they are putting in the work, and we must appreciate the fact that they are really, when prepped well and with time, I believe that taking over or being in the forefront, certainly it will happen without any worry, because the guys are doing extremely well.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, your projections for 2026, if you have any?
In what light?
I mean, in the space of, like, in the entertainment space, the dance space, music, everything.
Yeah, so from the perspective of creative arts, I think we limit the conversation always to music, and by extension we go into maybe movie, and then sometimes dance. But there are many more things within the creative space. If you look at the UNCTAD classification, you would get several areas of focus. And I think that we need to start having a conversation from the perspective of the creative economy and what constitutes the creative economy and how we can spotlight the various elements in there. People in, so we have the performing arts, and we have visual arts, and we have literary arts. We have the people in
fine arts.
All of these elements, and we need to be able to find a way to spotlight them, because then it feels like everything about music and everything else is secondary. And no, there are people in these spaces. They also have careers. They have their jobs. They need to be able to have some spotlight. They have to grow. That sector has to develop, and that sector has to become viable. And so we need to be able to do that. And I'm saying this from the perspective of we being in the media space, because the concentration is always one-sided. So we need to be able to get into these areas. And in terms of projection, I like the fact that the 2026 budget has, you know, consideration for the creative and cultural industries, and we need to be able to make sure that, you know, it grows. So the year 2026, I believe the Creative Arts Agency will have a lot of work to do, and whatever help or support they need, we need to be able to throw our support behind them, because I think it's a fresh agency, and we need to allow them to be able to breathe, because that's what is going to help keep our sector very vibrant. So that particular area has been missing, and once there's some funding that has been allocated for this particular area, it's an area we need to be able to support. So Gideon Ayikwe and his team, we need to support them to be able to achieve what they are supposed to achieve for the sector. Really, those are my specific areas I would like to highlight. Obviously, I'm dance biased, so and by extension, dance has to also take center stage. It's very necessary. It's an area that we don't look at, and we need to look into that space.
All right, Mr. Junior.
Yes, so I've been heavy on the advocacy for bringing a lot of the business people to the creative sector. Just like you have a product, it's same thing with the creative industry or handling the talent. And the reason why we are unable to push a lot forward, that I realize, is because we don't have the understanding as to how to be able to produce and then birth most of these people as a business. We understand the show aspect of it, but we need the business brains to be able to come into the sector to be able to push it up. And a lot of the business people might, because growing up, a lot of the times we only hear about the creative sector as hobbies. So people do not likely to take that serious. And it's about time we pay attention to that, because there's a lot inside the music or the creative space that can be achieved when we have the right minds who understands and are ready to carry it forward. So the appeal is to all the business people out there, see it as a project, because truly that is what it is, and then we need all your beautiful minds to come in there and support. If you're able to get a lot of this, 2026 will be a great year for the creative space. Truly.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Junior. Thank you very much, Robert.
Thank you.
It's been an honor having you. And I have a message that says, I love how our Ghanaian artists now have produced enough quality material to hold down a concert and keep the audience vibing throughout. I was at a couple of the events this holiday, and I can confidently say I heard more Ghanaian music than foreign music. Congratulations to us. And I was super excited about that as well, because this December, I think from 2 years ago till last year till this year, like December has been back to back Ghanaian acts organizing their own concerts. And I think we should look forward to seeing more of that.
So the kudos really goes to the artists for holding it down. Because all this conversation about December and GH, these are the loudest, and they are holding the entire culture down, and we need to be able to congratulate and appreciate them. And obviously the companies like Charterhouse, who run the 1032 laughs, which was yesterday, was solid, was beautiful. I have my last event, that's tomorrow. It's a Soul Train Disco, and so if you're out there looking for a matured adult retro vibe feeling, and you want to come with your boys, your old school mates, over 40 years kind of experience, and those who are young but old at heart, you can come and dance with us.
Venue, where is it happening?
It's at the Palms Convention Center at La
Palm.
Yes,
Royal Beach Hotel.
Royal Beach Hotel. So it's from 9 p.m. and
is it free?
No, it's 300 cedis for entry. Otherwise, you go visit the Charterhouse page, and then you would see the various tables. I mean, if you are interested in having tables and all of the elements that it comes with. But that's my main jam tomorrow, and then
before the year ends.
Yes, from my public events angle of Charterhouse.
All right. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you very much.
So let me just say a quick shout out to my artist himself, Drips Music. I know he's watching right there. We had an amazing year, 5 solid single release, one also of our upcoming album, which is the Stadium Status. We've had 2 series.
The Stadium Status
album.
Okay.
Yes, amazing projects. Everyone should look out for that. Next year, 2026, it will be released, as well as our upcoming EP, which is No Excuses. So it's actually a storyline. So on the road to the Stadium Status, No Excuses. So No Excuses is coming for the Stadium Status album. And then we have the Drips Live in Concert 2 series all this year. And then the 3rd one is happening this January. So you watch out for that also.
Wow.
So,
Thank you very much.
Maybe you should just share your handles, so that people...
where can people find you on social media?
Okay, so most importantly,
Drips Music, really.
Drips Music. So Drips Music, DRUPZ MUSIC. DRUPZ MUSIC. If you get him, you get me. So that's all this needed.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Robert. And also Merry Christmas to you all.
Joseph New Year.
That was a good one.
I just love to say that.
Oh yeah. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, we have DJ Fifi with me on the chat. We'll be right back after this.
Rooted in heritage. Shaped by ambition. Defined by style. Inspired by soul. This is Afro Quality, the first multi-country concept store for African brands. Now in Nairobi, Kigali, and Accra.
10 years of unforgettable memories, breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up. From the 1st to the 8th of March 2026, get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks, and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited, and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
Welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. I have right here with me DJ Fifi, a UK Global Award-winning DJ, and he's here in Ghana. I don't know if he's here for Dirty December though, but yeah, I mean, he's here in Ghana. We are here to have a conversation, just know a bit about him, why he's in Ghana actually, and where can people catch him to actually have a vibe with him. You're welcome to the studios, Fifi.
Thank you, Mr. Koomson.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Nice. Yeah. How many years or how long have you been DJing?
15 years. This is my 15 years, yeah.
This is your 15th year?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you learn how to DJ? Was it just, is it something that came to you just by, playing around with stuff or?
Yeah, I had to learn by myself, how to DJ.
Self DJ?
Self-taught.
Like self-taught?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. How did that happen?
So I used to work in the cinema in London, and the guys that I worked with, they were like DJs and into entertainment and stuff. So we used to go out together. I used to go to their parties and stuff, and I just thought I could do this. And then
no, but DJing is a lot of things, man.
Yeah, so what I done was back then it was a PC DJ. So I downloaded it on my desktop, and I had a set of songs that I used to practice with all the time. So I kept doing it over and over again. And on my road we had like a Ghanaian DJ. It was like he went to the same school as my uncle, so he was like the kind of like the family DJ type of thing. So what I done was I done a Ghana versus Nigeria mix, and then I burnt onto a CD, and I gave it to him for him to check out. And he came back after some few days, and then he said he asked me if I was really the one that done the mix, and I said yeah. And then I started following him to his DJ sets, man. Big up JT, DJ JT, yeah.
Oh, so that's why you started following him up.
Yeah.
Now, how did the breakout happen for you? What was your biggest event that you DJ'd and all of that?
There's been quite a few, but I can't tell how it all started. But I think it started like maybe in 2012 in London. I'd been to Ghana. I had done a set at Rock Stone's office, and it went well. And then promoters in London started booking me and stuff. So I think that's how, and it just like a domino effect. And
domino effect. Now, are you? Which part of Ghana are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Takoradi, but my grandma grew up in Takoradi, but she's from central region, a village called Anichi.
Okay.
Just before Saltpond, right before Infantiman School. So yeah, that's
where you're from.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how beneficial has DJing been to your life?
I'm making a living out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So I mean, that's the only thing I've been doing for the past 10 years. That's the only job I've been doing. And
so you've been DJing from place to place?
Yeah, so right now I live in Dubai now. Since April last year, April last year, yeah. But I'm still back and forth in London. So because I do events in London. So it's been beneficial. I've traveled around the world.
What are some of the awards you've picked up for, DJing?
So there's the UK Ghana Awards.
Ghana Music Awards UK.
In UK one, yeah. That the best UK based Ghanaian DJ, yeah. I think I've picked up 5 times or so.
Wow. 5 times?
Wow. And the Ghana DJ one,
Ghana DJ Awards.
Best Ghanaian DJ Award. I think I've picked up 3 times. I picked up the latest one just from this year.
Wow. Now I can see you also have this whole Anchors vibe. Were you at the Anchors this year?
Yeah. I got back from Takoradi yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Tell me about the Anchors experience. Was that your first time?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I grew up in Takoradi as well.
Okay. So Anchors has always been with you?
Yes, it's my childhood. Everyone in Takoradi, we grew up looking forward to 25th of December. So that's, yeah.
So you have to go back and experience it again?
Normally I'll take the flight, do the first in the morning march, and then get the afternoon flight back to Accra.
So you go to Takoradi?
That's how important it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Or I'll just drive, go, and then just come back. Everyone that knows me knows that. I don't know how.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, what has brought you to Ghana? Any shows that you're playing in Ghana where people can catch you?
I do events here as well in Ghana. We do Afro Paradise every 31st. We've been doing it since 2019.
Okay. Afro Paradise.
Afro Paradise.
All Afro beats.
It's not just Afro beats.
Okay.
We play everything, But it's called Afro Paradise. We started back in London, and we have one. Today's what, 27?
27.
So 4 days, yeah. On Wednesday. Yeah, with UK rapper gigs.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a big one. So
where is it happening?
It's gonna be happening at Enzo, formerly Garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I do Fifi and Friends as well, but that's I don't know if I'll be able to do that because Afro Paradise taking so much of my time.
You should do Fifi and Friends.
I mean, I done one this year. I celebrated 15 years in London. I had Joe B and Kiddy.
Okay.
London this year, so I'm satisfied. And I done my first one in Dubai on 1st of December. So
okay.
I'm okay.
All right. Yeah. Now, how do you find the Ghanaian audience? I mean, the vibe, when you check the vibe, when you look at how they jam, their energy levels, what will be your assessment of the Ghanaian audience?
Funny thing, I love it because on 24th, before I left to Takoradi, I played at Oliver Twist Shark.
Okay.
At DJ Lords All Black in Latabio Kwashi.
Yeah.
And that's my type of vibe because it's not bougie, it's different from Osu and East Legon and stuff. So you get to really play like the Ghana songs. We can do 10 back-to-back Satawale and stuff, and everyone's cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I love it.
Now, as somebody who is a taste maker, and I'm very particular about that, like a taste maker, because you're able to play music for people to say, the way you played it, I love this song because of the way you played it or because of the way you mixed it. When the streaming platforms released their rap for the year, and then you see top 30 all Ghanaian songs as a DJ and a Ghanaian DJ at that, what's the feeling like?
For Apple, you mean, right?
Yeah, for Apple, for Spotify, yeah.
It shows growth. And it shows that we're appreciating the music that's being made by our own people. Because I think I saw a stat saying that this is the first time that we've had
top 50
all throughout the whole year. Normally it would be Nigerian, do you know what I mean? So it's a good feeling, a proud moment, and other countries are really taking notes of our music. So we just have to keep pushing.
We have to keep pushing. What would you say should be the focal point for musicians going into 2026? Because, I mean, also as a tastemaker, as a DJ, you play the songs, you hear the quality, you're able to tell, okay, this song is good, that song could have been better, this song is... Have you ever listened to a song and you're like, no, this song is really bad, poorly produced?
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot. I get sent music a lot, so... Because I before I went to the I used to do radio, so I get sent songs a lot of times, and
then you know, like, this is so bad.
I don't say it because
why don't you say it? You have to tell them.
I asked them if they have more songs, you know, because I was saying a nice way.
Oh, so that's a cue.
Yeah.
If you have other songs.
Yeah, like if you have other songs that you can work on, because I don't think this particular track brings out your artistic talent inside and stuff. So
I feel you. Now, what will be your, I don't say advice, but what will be your anyway, let's go with advice for musicians, people who are producing music every day going into 2026? Like I said, as somebody who has a head quality from different parts of the world and different artists in Ghana, what would you say to them that they should do better? Yes, that's a word. They should do better in 2026.
I think there's a saying, there's nothing new under the sun. So I feel like always study the greats. Go back and listen to old songs, be inspired by old songs, and just focus on making good, timeless music, and just be strategic about your marketing and stuff. Yeah, literally. Wow. Because I produce with other producers. I release music as well, so I'm very particular about production and what I put out and who I collab with, and yeah, so.
Wow. Anyway, now before we go, finally, what's your take on Black Sheriff, his album Iron Boy for 2025? Because I mean, he was pretty much on everybody's #1. He was #1 everywhere and all of that. As a DJ, when you look at that album,
so
what will be your take on it?
So during summer, I was going to French Guiana, the French islands.
Guyana,
So I had to come to London. He had a show in London. He had 2 dates. So I went to the second one, and I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that.
Really?
Like a show. It was crazy.
What happened?
I had listened to the album, but I wasn't too familiar with some of the songs. But every single song he performed, everyone was singing word for word. He was on stage for like 2 hours, and if I'm not exaggerating, anyone that was there when it got to Top of the Morning, I was under. There was a top bit.
Yeah,
I could feel the building was shaking.
Sim. Oh my God,
it was crazy, and yeah.
I'm sure you can't even describe the feeling.
I can't.
Yeah,
and he's on to I don't know. I mean, we saw it last week when he done on Sunday when he done the stadium.
Disco. Yeah.
Then and I like how he's building gradually. He's not really rushing it. He done La Palm. What did he done it? He done like small venues, and he done the Lagos Stadium. So
stadiums and all that.
Yeah, I love it, man.
But as a Ghanaian or as a DJ who's based in the UK, do you see any Ghanaian selling out the famous O2? Because it looks like that has been the conversation, a running conversation. Last week I was with King Smade, and we're talking about that as well. Because it looks like because the Nigerians have done it, everybody feels like a Ghanaian must do it to cement their legacy. You know, what do you say? What do you make of that?
I've seen the conversation a lot, and big up Smeda. I know Smeda very well. I think the focus should be on the music and how to maximize your audience from different parts. And when the time is right, you feel it. Because if you focus on filling out the O2 Arena and there is no audience or there's no music to feed them, what's gonna happen? So I feel like just focus on music, be strategic, marketing, do good music, literally.
Wow.
I feel like Black Sheriff can do the O2.
Black Sheriff can do the O2?
Yes, he can. Maybe in 2-3 years time, if he's going at the same pace. Yeah, he'll
2-3 years time, Black Sheriff can fill the O2.
100%.
100%. Thank you very much, DJ Fifi. Now, it's always the event happening again. And how can people get to be part of it? Where can people follow you actually on social media? Instagram,
X now, and TikTok is Fifi DJ. It's FII DJ, and Afro Paradise with gigs at Enzo on the 31st of December. Yeah, Wednesday.
So that's what we are doing, a crossover.
Yes, crossover. Yeah. There's other gigs that I'm playing as well, but that's the main.
The main one that you'll be doing. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
DJ Fifi, for being here with us. 31st night, I'll be in church.
You can come after church.
But actually, I'll be in church close to Enzo.
Just shout me, man.
Because I'll be on the boundary road. That's what my church is. So
just shout me.
I'll just pass through.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming through.
You're welcome, bro. Thank you.
And that'll be it for our show for today on The Chat. My name is Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. Merry Christmas to you all watching me, and a special shout out going out to Auntie Nane. Oh my God, I love this woman so much. And then also special shout outs going out to Elaine Awo Carter. You turned 60 a few days ago, 3 days ago actually, and I want to say a happy birthday to you. You're a special person. We love you so much. And see, 2026 is going to be bigger and better. See you next week. Actually, see you next year.
Ten years of unforgettable memories, breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up. From the 1st to the 8th of March 2026, get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks, and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited, and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
Here on Channel 1 TV, we are grateful for a very busy but fruitful 2025 and preparing for a great 2026. On the 31st night of December 2025, join us for a somber and reflective but celebratory time as we bring you a live broadcast from Living Streams International. Join us on Channel 1 TV at 9 p.m. on the 31st of December as we cross over to 2026.
But I need the rain. I can feel the fire.